When you do fight for a world title, Joe, who do you think will be in the opposite corner? And do you even think about it? Do you even think about the dream world title fight? Is it going to be Tyson Fury? Is it going to be Anthony Joshua? Usyk? Will it be someone else? What do you think?
I'd love it to be Tyson Fury if he doesn't retire. That would be a great fight. Like, from sharing the ring, like sparring with him, it's a phenomenal fight, and I'd love to. Like, I think it'd be a great fight. You know, it could even go the distance and be like, shit, it'd be tough. It'd be tough for both of us. See how Usyk and Joshua gets on. Do a rematch, either one of them. Mm-hmm. Wilder's still there, he's still dangerous. You know, there's plenty of good fights out there. Even you know, even when I get to the top of the sport and become world champion, then there's plenty of fights to unify and people on that top level. There's a lot of good fighters in the UK. Mm-hmm. There's two.
Well, talking about Tyson Fury there, because you mentioned him, you said you'd love to fight him. I've asked him a few times, I'm not the only one to have asked him, how do you beat Tyson Fury? Mm-hmm. And he says there's only one way how to do it, and it's quite easy, just nail him to the canvas. Yeah. Now, I'm asking you, you are a heavyweight in his era, you are unbeaten, you knock out pretty much everyone you fight. How do you beat Tyson Fury?
It would be a very technical boxing match, but I just have to, I just have to like wear him down and juggernaut him, or you know, beat him at his own game. But you know, it's a big ask. It's a 50-50 fight. But let's hope he stays unretired and comes and fights me, because I'd love that fight.
When you watched the Dillian Whyte fight, because you were there, weren't you? You were there at Wembley Stadium. Were you looking at that as a fan, or were you looking at that as, I will probably, hopefully, fight both of these guys at some point? He's doing this wrong, he's doing this wrong. Are you analysing it as you're going?
Yeah, it was because knowing both of them personally for a long time, it was like, you know, I wasn't really taking sides, so I was just like, you know, let the better man win on the night. And I thought, you know, Dillian Whyte coming out southpaw, I was like, okay, because I knew Fury was apparently going to just do the whole fight southpaw, like he did against Chisora. So I thought it might be something similar, and I guess maybe Whyte's team might have or Whyte himself might have, you know, thought he'd do southpaw to throw him off, but then maybe that might have hindered his game if unless he just stayed orthodox and just like went at him and threw the kitchen sink at him, then maybe it would have been a different fight. But you know, Fury was so focused and switched on, he wasn't going to, you know, he showed the levels, and yeah, what a great uppercut.
Oh yeah, it's tremendous. But are you looking at Tyson Fury? He's what, I think he's 34 years old now. He's won every belt that there is to win.
And he's been in the sport a long time. So, and he's got like 6 kids and a wife, and you know, of course he wants to spend time with them. But like, I mean, is he gonna? Like, he's younger than me. He's still got more time. But I mean, he's won pretty much everything and been unified, but not undisputed.
Yeah,
not undisputed yet. So let's see if he'll go for that.
Listen, when it looked like Anthony Joshua may not fight Usyk next because of what's going on with Usyk and the war, it looked like Joshua may have an interim fight. You were heavily linked as the opponent in that interim fight. Mm-hmm. And around that time, some sparring footage got leaked. I assume you saw this at the time.
Yeah.
From my read into it, it didn't look particularly favourable to you. Mm-hmm. What did you think when you saw that footage being released?
I don't really care. I mean, it's a lot of years ago, especially, oh my God, that fight he put, like, you know, the one where I was such a novice at the time. I had to fight another fighter before him at the night where he watched. The whole crowd was behind him. The ref was jumping in early because I just fought a southpaw, so I was walking round onto his right hand. And I'm so novice at the time, I didn't realise what was going down. But,
is this from your actual amateur fight?
From my amateur fight against him, yeah. And
where he said he stopped you in a round.
Yeah, but he didn't knock me out. It was just the ref jumped in, and amateur ref jump in, like as soon as you get like, you know, a couple of unanswered shots, and like I wasn't troubled at all, but I was a bit confused because I didn't know there's a free knockdown rule.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
but I was like, oh, is that it? But yeah, but yeah, a lot of time's passed now, and even that spar, I think it was quite a little bit biased, like the footage that he actually put up.
Well, you said he put it up. I'm not sure.
Well,
I
I don't know him or his team, but I think I don't know. He seems to be gone a bit AWOL on Twitter as well, which is not as uncharacteristic of him. He's normally quite corporate and happy to collect the funds and tell people what to do and be I'm the landlord and all stuff like this. So yeah, put your money where your mouth is. Let's do it.
Do you think he's acting out of character because he's taken that loss to Usyk?
Yeah, his ego is probably damaged, and you got knocked up, and now he's getting battered by a cruiserweight as well, getting outboxed by trying to outbox a better boxer than him. And let's see what he does against this fight. And yeah, but I want to fight the winner with the belts, not anyone without the belts, even though it is a big fight. So we'll see.
Who do you expect to win that fight?
Well, I would say Usyk's already got beaten him once, so you could quite happily do it again. He knew exactly what to do when the first bell rung. He went straight to work, etc. So second fight, he's going to know exactly what to do again. He probably knows that Joshua's going to try and rush him up and walk him down and try and knock him out. But if you can't hit him, Usyk's very good footwork, head movement, and boxing brains. So. With over 350 amateur bouts, so he's top class. So, and Joshua is showing he's got power, but then his chin's a bit suspect, so that's probably why he's worried as well. And he seemed pretty happy when he got to the end of the fight without being knocked out. So let's see if he can get his belts back and do the business, and then maybe the fight I can get the fight made between me and him, and settle the Twitter beef.
Yeah, I mean, it was uncharacteristic actually from both of you. You don't normally beef with people on Twitter as well. But
I know, it's a bit triggered.
But you've got to fight back. You've got to fight your corner, haven't you? If it's coming after you,
I know, yeah.
Footage is getting out there. Tell me though, it must feel good though that your name is now up there. It's being mentioned in the same breath as Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury didn't fight Dillian Whyte, the promoters were talking about, maybe he can fight Joe Joyce. Anthony Joshua's an interim fight. They're talking about Joe Joyce.
Yeah, I'm always happy to throw my name in the hat. With the Joshua fight, even when he fought Ruiz, I was. I boxed in America before, but obviously I'm not an American fighter. But I put my name in then, put my name in again. And yeah, I'll put my name with Fury as well. So,
how much do you think you've improved since the Dubois fight?
I think.
Are you complete now? Can you get better?
No, I can always get better. I think. Yeah, there's always I can always raise the levels and raise my game, and I'm always aiming to improve upon my technique. And I've got a great trainer, great coach in Ismail Salas, who can, he's got the experience, the Cuban finesse of biomechanics and stuff, so I'm in a great place. I'm going to head back out to Vegas, use the UFC facilities. There's Red Rock mountain runs and stuff, so I'm going to get my body and mind and technique into the best, and spirit into the best possible place, and then keep marching on.
Pleasure talking to you, Joe, or Joseph. What do you want to go with?
I don't know. Joseph?
Joseph.
Yes.
Cheers.